here with me now, and welcome to everyone who will be watching this replay later. I will be with you live in the chat. But yeah, so I wanted to, as always, introduce to you Adobe Express if you don't already know about Adobe Express. Actually, this really cool, awesome pillow right here that I'm obsessed with was a gift from Adobe Express. They're just being one of their ambassadors. They gave it to me at Adobe Max, along with this box of a whole bunch of other really sick stuff. I love being an ambassador for Adobe Express. I love being able to express myself in like all these really cool but powerful shortcut ways that Adobe Express lets you do. It's basically a tool for anyone who might not be specifically a graphic designer by trade or anything like that. Like, the thing is, you don't have to be. You can use Adobe Express to bring your ideas to life quickly and easily. And you don't have to go through learning all of Photoshop or all of Adobe Illustrator. Epic if you do and you know how to do that, because I know we all used to be in Photoshop back in the day. And then as we got older and learned other new tools, it's really awesome to have something that still works as powerfully as any of those tools, but can help us get stuff done like really fast. So I love Adobe Express. I mean, y'all, I even had my one of my Adobe little insulated mug things. Well, so Adobe Express is a very powerful, very easy tool for you to use for your small business. It's easy to use for your brand. If you've been following along for a while, you have seen me post reels, you've seen me post tutorials, and if you haven't seen any of those yet, you can check out the YouTube channel, All Black Creatives YouTube channel, All Black Creatives Instagram. We've also got some fun content on LinkedIn, if LinkedIn is your thing. LinkedIn should be your thing. LinkedIn should be everybody's thing. But we'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I could blab about Adobe Express for a while. But I also want to make sure that today I introduce you guys to Firefly, Adobe Firefly. Adobe Firefly is it's a new tool from Adobe that we actually got to learn a little bit about when we were at Adobe Max, and they kind of showed us some sneak peeks of how AI would be really just like coming together with some of the design tools that we all know and love. And to be honest, it is very, very, very cool. And I know that there's a lot of controversy surrounding how it is used, how AI is used. And sometimes that can be kind of overwhelming, like, because when you think about, I want artists to be protected, I want to be able to use a creative tool like this, but how do I use it ethically? So that's actually something that Adobe has been addressing with Adobe Firefly. Very amazing. It uses AI, generative AI, but it actually protects artists. And it does this because the way that these text to image AI programs work is that the AI engine actually gets trained on just millions of pieces of art so that it understands what, when I say understands, it's like in a way that you can Google images of an orange and Google is going to show you, populate a bunch of images of oranges because it's sourcing them and it knows, okay, this is what it looks like. I can look at a picture of an orange from the picture that Danielle uploaded on her Instagram and said it was an orange. And also, like, the Webster's dictionary definition has a picture of an orange. And so it's getting these from all these different places. And so basically what Firefly is doing, it's training itself, but not on just anyone's art. It's only trained its engine on artwork that it has licenses for, or work that is already in the public domain, like songs that are in the public domain. Like, anybody can sing, Amazing Grace and not get in trouble for it. And so it's that same thing for when you have either when you have the license to your work or if it's in the public domain. So it's actually really epic that Adobe does this with Firefly. And the goal is that artists will get paid for their work in the AI generative process because they have licensed their work to be used by Adobe and in this way. So it's actually really, really cool. very amazing. They're actually doing a lot more stuff with ethics. If you're interested and you want to know more about um, how Adobe Firefly works and what the ethics behind it are and what Adobe is doing in its efforts to protect artists, definitely let me know. Happy to let you guys know a little bit more about that, and I can push you two in the right direction to get some of your questions answered. But yes, it is amazing. It's still developing. It's still in beta, so check it out, but please be patient. And as always, the integrations for Adobe Express and AI are already happening. There are more things on the way. Is the flyer actually that I used for today's live stream. Yeah. It says mental health is wealth. As you can see, it is animated. This is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. I animated the little POW in the corner, and then obviously just a little message right up in the front that says join us for this live stream. But that's right. This image I actually made with Adobe Express and Firefly. And here it is right here. I have the picture pinned to the background. This is what I always do if I'm getting ready to create like a flyer or a banner or whatever it is. Here's the image here, because when you pin it to the background, you can kind of slide it around and use different parts of it. I loved this. My prompt that I put into the engine, now prompt is just, it's how you use text to image generative for. So I typed in Black woman painting outside. Super simple, super easy. And it actually gave me some panel of 4 different images that I really liked. This one was my favorite and ultimately what I decided to use. I think that this is really beautiful. I loved having her hair here, but I also kind of liked how abstract it was to just pull it down a little bit. Now, if I were a graphic designer, if I wanted to, I could put this into Adobe Photoshop and actually tweak it, play around with it, mess around with it. That's one of the cool things about generating this art, is that you can also play with it. It doesn't have to be done as soon as it comes out. Like, you can also regenerate it and change the prompt and the style. And I promise you, I'm going to show you on Adobe Firefly just as soon as that loads. I'm gonna leave this up for you guys actually and see if that page has loaded just yet. Hopefully it has, but I can be patient. I can be patient. But yeah, for me, the reason why I chose this is because painting outside in nature, okay, yes, it first gave me Bob Ross vibes, especially with her beautiful fro. However, we all get to paint in nature, y'all. We all can paint landscapes. We don't have to be incredible at it. You don't have to be good. You just need some paint and a canvas. You don't even need a canvas all the time. You can paint on anything you like. That's it. That's my little 2 cents. Let's have some fun. This is Adobe Firefly. And it is so dynamic. I was going to show you guys a little video preview trailer, but I'll do the trailer. And yeah, let's scroll through and take a look. So this is the text to image prompt that I was telling you about. This is wild. Like, look at how deeply and highly detailed this is. We are in a jungle. We are surrounded by mythical flowers, and this is all text to image. And again, remember that these images are licensed, and so that's fun. We can feel good about that. We can explore it. We can use it. We can incorporate it into our flows without kind of feeling like, oh my God, like, am I using someone else's work who hasn't, agreed to this, or etc. Super fun. We love the ethics. We love ethics. Um, that's the fun stuff. That's the good stuff. Okay, back to it. This is crazy, mythical, beautiful. This right here, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, this looks like a stock image. And the incredible thing about this actually is that you can sell your AI images as Adobe stock. So another thing to think about, if you get really good at designing your prompts and you can create things like this, you can actually sell those images through Adobe stock and get your stuff licensed as well and get paid when people are looking for stock imagery. So that's super fun. Something that you might want to keep in mind if you are actually looking to generate a little bit more income for yourself too, and you happen to get really good at text prompts and this generative software. So keep your eyes out for that. It is very cool. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow, this is insane. Giant octopus invades New York City. I love that though. I hope you guys are having a good time chilling with me. I know that this isn't super design intensive and we've been chilling and we've been patient and we've been drinking our liquids and hanging out. And I hope that that's as okay with you as it is with me. I'm really enjoying hanging out and just being here and being present. And I hope that you guys are too. Thank you for exploring with me. Hmm. All right, let's get back in. Oh, yes. Also to note, right now, Adobe Firefly in beta, it is English only. So you have to type your prompt in English and then hit generate. Let's see. I'm going to use the same prompt that I did this last time and see how similar the imagery is that I get. So we have Black woman painting outside. And we'll see. Okay, so this is also something that I obsessed with that I can't do in Midjourney. Right here where you can change the aspect ratio from 1:1, it's a square. You can also make it a lot more vertical. Like you can really change the ratios here. This is like a really clean, easy way to interact. Whereas Midjourney has a much more of a learning curve because it's actually happening in Discord and you can't control the output quite as much. I love these. It kind of gave us like more of a pastel vibe, I feel, than I got my first go around. So this art is definitely new. I haven't seen these before. Let's expand on this one. I love it. Okay, if you've ever played around with AI art, the hands are usually like wild, y'all. The hands can be really wild. So if you look, Homegirl has lots of hands. So that can be that can be one of the little flaws whenever you are generating art. And yeah, I mean, this is real. This is very real. But I love the colors. I actually really love the colors. Let's look at the other ones. This is beautiful. This is like kind of abstract and I'm very into it. I feel like I'm looking through a window back here. These are really cool. Very cool. So over here, you can actually choose your style. You can choose digital art, synthwave, palette knife, which just kind of looks like you're really like layering paint onto a canvas. We see what we see what we're looking for. Oh, wow. Okay, so remember I chose palette knife and that this canvas looks wet, like it looks like someone just painted it. I love that. I can see the layering of the paint. This is a really cool way to just play around with different styles. Again, we have the huge hand, but I'm loving this. I love the paint in her hair. Favorite, for sure. I love that. So it did a reinterpretation of the same images, but with the style that I'm looking for. This is super cool, y'all. Like, this is really epic. Let's think of some Let's figure out another prompt. Let's do hmm. Let's say walking down a cobblestone street. Rainy. What are some other really good adjectives? Let's see. Rainy or early morning. We'll see if that gives us some good sunshine. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna leave these styles that we have, just kind of see what happens. Well, yeah, here you can see again, like the little thumbnails have loaded, so you can see what synthwave and digital like. It's fun. And also, if you ever want us to see your work, if you're seeing these, just upload your stuff to Instagram on stories and tag us at All Black Creatives. Because honestly, like I'd love to see your stuff. We'd love to share you guys' work, and it's fun. It's fun to hang out and interact and see what you guys are making too. Okay, already. I'm obsessed. Look at the colors they gave us. Oh, this is so beautiful. Y'all, this is honestly creating and creativity are like such a big and such a beautiful part of our life. Because look at the joy that I just got from this. Like this is this is already like just a beautiful way to pass the time. Like you're feeling stressed and you just want to create and create something that's beautiful, something that makes you happy. Like I love these. This is just like the simple joys in life, you guys. And the fact that you're tying in the simple joy of making art with learning some emerging technology, that's what we call a win. That is what we call a win. Wow, this one is really interesting. It's just kind of like, are we looking down the street or like this part's kind of coming out, this part feels like further down. I actually think that this one might be my fave. And I think this is a really good one to, oop, I think this is a good one to download and see if we can make something cool with. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's see, should we do this one? This has a really good space right here for words. Let's see. This one does too. Oh, that's the same one. Yep, this is the one we're gonna use. Okay, so this is good to note. Promoting transparency in AI is what it says. Adobe is committed to promoting transparency around content generated with AI tools like Adobe Firefly. When downloading content generated with Firefly, content credentials will be included. That's what that message says. And you'll see what that means whenever it downloads. And then we use it in Express. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Well, I go get that from my downloads. Like I'm running to go get it. You guys can look at that. Just gorgeous little thing we just. All right. Thank you guys again, everyone who has just been sticking with me so far. This has been so fun. And we actually will be rounding about to a close soonish. But first, we make our final masterpiece, guys. All right. So, um, basically, I just opened this in Adobe Express. Super simple, super easy. I clicked start with a photo and it's giving me the default photo size and that's actually fine. We're gonna start with the picture. As you can see on the bottom, it's marked with the watermark Adobe Firefly Beta, which is what we saw in the last screen, um, I've added this to background again. You guys already know how I do. I like to be able to zoom in if I want, move things around. Um, and honestly, all that I want to do is add some really cool text right here and maybe some kind of like inspirational quote or something that makes me laugh or makes me feel happy. And so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to text. Let's see. Sometimes I start with a block of text that I feel like looks cool or looks creative, phrases, and then I just change it from there. And sometimes I just jump right in and add my text, and then I start making it cute. But today I'm looking for a little bit of inspiration. So let's see if there is any type of text design that I already like. Let's look inside quotes since that's what we're going to go for. This is one of my favorites. She believed she could, so she did. I also like she believed she could, but she was tired, so she rested. Hmm. All right, let's see. Hmm. All of these are read. Start with hmm, dang, I thought this would be easier. That's one of my favorite things is that you have like a lot of really good choices when you're in here. You have a lot of really fun choices when you're in Express, and even more if you have Premium. That's what this little crown is. Right? Okay, let's see. Let's go with this one. You can drag and drop it, or you can just click it. We're going to, we are going to add our logo. We're going to go here. I'm going to click this. Let our logo populate on the page. People know that this is an asset from All Black Creatives. If they want to use it, if they want to repost it, totally can, and it'll be there. This is something that I help. This is easily how you can create a really fun, unique piece of art in Adobe Firefly, bring it into Express, and bam, you've created something beautiful. You can share this, you can post it. You could do a call to action here in this quote. You can encourage people to share and make something of their own. Like, it's easy. Mental health is wealth. This is what we're going to call this so we can find our project later. And this is good. We've just saved it. I love this. And you can either choose to download this. I like to download my things as a PNG. As you can see, it says vector graphics, higher quality. I love that there are all these little tips in here. It's not like you have to know what everything means all the time. Like, it's okay to learn something new. And I love that you can just hover over some buttons here and the learning process is quick, it's fast. Um, but let's say I wanted to share this in a different way. I can schedule it with the content scheduler, which is amazing. I can make a template for you guys to remix it and share along with me. You have so many options. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It has been really fun creating with you. It's been super fun making things together today and just vibing. Um, honestly, we can do this a million more times. I will be doing this a million more times. Honestly, this is my first time doing a kickback this year, and I've greatly appreciated just having like chill time. Like, everybody needs chill time, and I feel grateful that you guys joined me. I feel grateful that we've been able to make something really beautiful together, and just wanted to say Thank you again, everyone, for being here, for designing with me, for learning about Adobe Firefly, for learning about Adobe Express. Um, yeah, I'm here. This has been a very fun afternoon. Thank you for kicking it, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you so soon. Again, download Adobe Express, sign up for the Adobe Firefly Beta. Um, I will be putting the links as you're rewatching this live, so don't worry. I'll toss it in there for you. Again, if you have any questions, I will be live in the chat at 6 o'clock to chat with you all. Feels good to be back, y'all. I have been out. I've been out of office sick for like 5 days, and I'm glad that this was my very chill welcome back into my workflow. Um, I hope you have a great afternoon, a great evening. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will see you guys next time. Good night. Oh, I almost made it the whole time without a pizza. I'm out.